What's up everyone, welcome back to Hair by Jacob. Today, we're moving past the marketing and diving deep into the molecular science of hair. We've all been told that oils are the ultimate treatment for curly hair. But what if I told you that for many of you, your expensive natural oils are actually creating a biological suffocation effect? If your curls feel perpetually dry, brittle, or just plain straw-like, despite you oiling them religiously, you might be experiencing a moisture barrier malfunction. You're not imagining things. I see clients all the time who come in with beautiful curl patterns, but their hair feels like it's been through a battle. They'll tell me, "Jacob, I use coconut oil, I use castor oil, I'm doing everything right." But the hair tells a different story. It's a classic case of what I call the hydration illusion. You feel the oil on the surface, you see the shine, and you assume your hair is moisturized. But underneath that greasy layer, your hair is screaming for water. Before we dive deep into the chemistry of these oils, I want us to be 100% clear with each other. This video is built on my personal expertise, professional knowledge, and deep research into the topic. The visuals you're seeing are strictly illustrations to help explain these complex concepts. And because I want to ensure my message is perfectly clear across any language barriers, I am using this voiceover to guide you. Now, if you appreciate this kind of transparency and you're ready to actually save your curls, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. It helps the channel grow and ensures you never miss a science-backed hair tip. So, now that we're clear on that, let's get back into why your hair is struggling to breathe. Let's break down the research on why your favorite oils might be the enemy, not the hero, of your hair story. To understand why this happens, we have to talk about polarity. It sounds complex, but it's simple. Think of it like magnets. Your hair is predominantly made of a protein called keratin. Keratin is polar, meaning it has a slight electrical charge. For any substance to truly bond with and penetrate the hair shaft, it needs to have a similar polarity. It needs to be attracted to the hair's internal structure. This is where the problem starts. Many popular oils, and especially synthetic substitutes like mineral oil, are non-polar. They have no electrical charge. So what happens when you put a non-polar oil on polar hair? It's like trying to mix oil and water. They don't bond, they repel each other. The oil can't get inside the hair shaft to do any real conditioning. Instead, it just sits on the surface, coating your hair strand. This creates what scientists call an occlusive film or waterproof hydrophobic barrier. And this is the core of the suffocation effect. This film prevents water molecules, the only source of true hydration, from entering your hair during your next wash or refresh. You are effectively starving your curls of water while they sit under a layer of grease. Your hair is thirsty, but it can't drink. Let's get specific and name some of the healthy culprits that might be in your bathroom cabinet right now. First up, the most famous one, coconut oil. The marketing for this is everywhere. And yes, there is research, like a study published in the Journal of Cosmetic Science, showing coconut oil can reduce protein loss from hair. This is because it's one of the few oils with a small enough molecular structure to actually penetrate the hair cortex. But here's the paradox. That penetration is a double-edged sword. For those with protein-sensitive hair or low porosity hair, this influx of protein-like substance can cause protein buildup. The hair fiber becomes rigid, loses its tensile elasticity, and suddenly your flexible curls become stiff and snap easily. If your hair feels hard and brittle after using coconut oil, this is why. While we're talking about the best way to treat your hair, I'm excited to finally share the official digital home for Hair by Jacob. If you want to see the real-world results of the science we discuss here, you can head over to our website to browse my professional portfolio. Beyond that, we've built a curated shop page featuring our trusted alliance partners, so you can find the exact tools and products I stand behind. This is also where you'll find our future educational content and courses if you're ready to master your craft. And if you have specific questions or just want to connect, you can reach me directly through our email address or the website's contact page. All the links are in the description. Now, let's get back to those suffocating oils. Next, let's talk about castor oil, the internet's favorite for hair growth. Castor oil is extremely dense and viscous. It's high in something called ricinoleic acid, and its molecules are huge. Because of this large molecular size, it doesn't penetrate the hair. It blocks it. It clogs the diffusion pathways in the endocuticle, which are the channels that allow moisture to travel into the hair. So, if your hair is already dry when you apply castor oil, you're not sealing in moisture, you're sealing in dehydration. This leads to chronic brittleness and breakage, the exact opposite of what you want. And finally, olive oil, a kitchen staple that has made its way into our hair routines. While it's a great oil for cooking, on the scalp, it can be a disaster. Scientific literature suggests that oleic acid, which is abundant in olive oil, can actually promote the growth of a yeast called malassezia. This is the same fungus linked to seborrheic dermatitis, also known as severe dandruff and scalp inflammation. So when you apply olive oil to your scalp thinking you're moisturizing it, you might actually be feeding a fungal problem, leading to itchy, flaky scalp and clogged hair follicles, which can even impact hair growth. So, how does this relate to your specific hair type? It all comes down to porosity, and a part of your hair's anatomy called the cell membrane complex, or CMC. The CMC is the biological glue that holds your cuticle layers together. It's a delicate sandwich of lipids and proteins that controls what gets in and out of your hair. Heavy non-polar oils can completely disrupt the natural protein-lipid balance of the CMC. If you have low porosity hair, your cuticles are already tightly packed and flat. They naturally resist moisture. When you slather on a thick oil like castor or even olive oil, it can't get in. It just sits on top, creating a film that attracts dust, pollution, and product residue. This creates a grimy, heavy buildup that makes your hair feel dirty and weighed down. Then, to get your hair clean, you have to use a harsh, stripping sulfate shampoo, which damages the cuticle, creates more dryness, and starts the whole vicious cycle all over again. Now, you might think high porosity hair is safe. Your cuticles are raised, so your hair absorbs everything, right? True, high porosity hair can take more oil, but overoiling creates a different problem: capillary adhesion. This is when the excess oil makes hair fibers stick and clump together in an unnatural way. When these clumped fibers rub against each other during combing, styling, or even just moving around, it creates massive friction and leads to mechanical breakage. Your hair strands are literally tearing each other apart, all because they're glued together with too much oil. Okay, I know this sounds grim, but don't despair. There's a scientific solution, and it's about working smarter, not harder. First, prioritize oils with smaller molecules and proven penetration abilities. Studies have shown that oils like avocado oil and argan oil have a lipid profile that better integrates with the hair's own internal lipids. They can offer conditioning benefits without completely sealing off the cuticle. They provide a balance. Second, consider a wax ester alternative like jojoba oil. Here's a cool fact: jojoba oil isn't technically an oil, it's a liquid wax ester. Its molecular structure is incredibly similar to our own human sebum, the natural oil our scalp produces. This means it can lubricate the hair and scalp and provide a protective barrier without the same risk of follicular clogging or creating a heavy, impenetrable film. Most importantly, change your application method. Never apply oil to bone-dry hair. You're just waterproofing it against future moisture. Instead, adopt the LCO or LOC method. Use a liquid first, that's water or a water-based leave-in. This is your hydration. Then, apply a cream, which is an emulsion of water and oil, to help the hair hold on to that water. Finally, use a small amount of a suitable oil as the final, thin, protective barrier to seal it all in. The oil is the last step, not the first. And finally, you need to schedule a molecular reset. Every 2 to 4 weeks, depending on your hair, use a good clarifying shampoo. This isn't about stripping your hair for no reason. It's about scientifically dissolving that non-polar hydrophobic buildup so your curls can finally breathe and drink water again. Knowledge is power, ladies. Stop suffocating your curls under a layer of the wrong oils and start feeding them what they actually need: H2O. It's about understanding the science and choosing products that work with your hair's biology, not against it. If you want a deep dive into the best lightweight oils specifically for low porosity hair, drop a comment below and let me know. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more hair science that actually works. I'm Jacob, and I'll see you in the next one.